Good morning, all of you. Students, we are doing the chapter soil, in which we did many topics like introduction, what is soil, then formation of soil, then we have started properties of soil, in which we discussed about soil texture, soil color, structure, plasticity, cohesion, infiltration, and percolation. Now, today I am going to explain the next topic from the chapter, which is composition of soil. The composition of soil depends on the nature of parent rock and the quantity and type of organic materials present in it. There are so many components present in a soil. We will discuss these components one by one. The first one is inorganic substances. Most of the inorganic substances present in the soil are derived from the parent rock. Addition of fertilizers also affect the inorganic content of a soil. Time to time, farmers add on the fertilizers in the fields to increase the fertility of the soil, which also changes the inorganic component of the soil. Now the next one is organic material, which is known as humus. This includes dead and decaying parts of plants and animals, excreta and residues of soil organism also. Humus increases the productivity and water holding capacity of the soil. If you want to increase the water holding capacity of the soil, you have to mix more organic material, more humus in that soil. The third component of the soil is soil water. It is generally present in the spaces between the soil particles. As you know, students, there is the space between the particles of the soil, and the water is generally present between these particles. The water content of a soil has a significant effect on plant productivity. Different crops, however, differ in their irrigation requirements. All of you know that different plants need different amount of water for their growth. Now the fourth one is soil air. Spaces between the soil particles contain air. Well aerated soils are associated with healthy roots that increase crop productivity. All of you know that for survival, roots also need oxygen, and if the soil is well aerated, then the root of the plant will be healthy. Soil air is important for the respiration of roots. Soil air content decreases due to water logging, which can result in poor plant growth and even death of the plant. If there is logging of water, the air spaces might be filled with water, and then root will not able to take oxygen, and that will result in poor plant growth and even death of the plant. Next component of soil is living organism. A variety of organisms are found in soil. They include microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, and algae. The next component is living organism. A variety of organisms are found in soil. They include microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, and algae. Insects and earthworms are also present in the soil. Earthworms are known as nature ploughmen. They burrow deep below the surface, consuming organic matter and soil along the way. Coiled soil masses known as casts are excreted from the worm's digestive system, making the soil more fertile. The earthworm's burrowing action continually moves mineral rich soil to the surface, which improves plant growth. The burrowing action also aerates the soil, enhancing drainage, and these are the reasons why earthworm is known as nature's ploughmen. It helped the farmers to increase the productivity of the soil. Now All of you know about vermicomposting. You have already studied in class 6 also. Vermicomposting, which is also called as worm compost, vermicast, worm casting, worm humus, or worm manure, is the end product of the breakdown of organic matter by some species of earthworm. Vermicompost is a nutrient rich natural fertilizer and soil conditioner. The process of producing vermicompost is called vermicomposting. That means it is the manure which is made by using the waste product of our kitchen, that means organic waste products, and it is converted into compost using some species of earthworm, and this is known as vermicompost, and the process is known as vermicomposting. The earthworm species of earthworm are which are used in vermicomposting. They are red regulars or red earthworms. They are used to produce vermicompost from our kitchen waste. Now, the next topic is soil as a resource. When at the start of this chapter, I told you that we will study about an important natural resource. So, soil materials are a critical component in the mining and construction industries. It is a resource which is given by the nature to utilize. Soil serves as a foundation for most construction projects. As you know that we must need a surface to construct the buildings, factories, or anything, and soil is the foundation for most of the construction projects. Massive volumes of soil can be involved in surface mining, road building, and dam construction. Earth sheltering is the architectural practice of using soil as external thermal mass against building walls. All of you must remember that if the wall is made up of soil, it is a bad conductor of heat, so it cannot allow the heat to enter the house and keep the house cool. That's why a new technology, earth sheltering, is in practice of using soil as external thermal mass against building walls. Soil resources are critical to the environment as well as to food and fiber production. Soil provides minerals and water to plants. Soil absorbs rainwater and releases it later, thus preventing floods and drought. Soil cleans the water as it percolates. Soil is the habitat of many organisms. So these are the reasons why soil is known as very important natural resource, and all of you know that to produce even 1 inch of soil, 1 inch of a layer of soil will take more than 500 years to produce. So it is very important to conserve soil. Soil is often present at the bottom of the food chain, must be present at the bottom of the food chain. Plants and some lower animals take nutrients from the soil, and animals obtain nutrients from the plants. So we can keep the soil in the bottom of the food chain also. So students, we will discuss soil pollution, soil and crop, and soil erosion in the next class. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.